Constipation. It's hard to ignore. Constipation. It's a hard topic. So what is constipation really? Although there's no clear definition of what constipation actually is, it is widely agreed upon that it is the passing of stools less than 3 times in a week, and often associated with other symptoms. For example, passing hard lumpy stools, abdominal cramping, and feeling of inadequate evacuation. That means feeling that you haven't pooped enough. So what's the causes of constipation? Well, there are many causes. The simple things are, as we know, not drinking enough fluids, getting dehydration, having too much coffee and tea, not enough fibre in your diet, a change in diet perhaps, being pregnant or being inactive. Other causes of constipation includes medication, for example, calcium channel blockers for people with high blood pressure, iron tablets, antidepressants, and painkillers such as opiates. It's a very long list. It's a very hard list. Let's also not forget that constipation can be a consequence of medical conditions. For example, strokes, diabetes, hypothyroidism, but to name just a few. Here's an important point to note. Women's gastrointestinal tract tends to be more sluggish than men, which means they're more likely to get constipation. Constipation is also more likely with age. As you get older, your gastrointestinal tract does slow down. So what happens if you get constipation? It's not a big deal, right? Wrong. Here's 3 things that you really do not want to happen to you and is a consequence of constipation. 1. Hemorrhoids, which can be very painful and can bleed a lot. 2. Anal fissures, painful and bleeding. Imagine having a paper cut, but down there. 3. Rectal prolapses. Prolapse. This is not something you want. Another important way to look at constipation is, could it be a sign, and maybe the only sign, of other more serious illnesses? For example, constipation can be a sign of strictures or colorectal cancer. It could very well be a sign of hypercalcemia or hypothyroidism. It could also be a sign of Parkinson's or MS. So what should you do if you're constipated? Well, any change in bowel habit requires attention. Now, it may be something trivial, but it could be something that's not. So any change in bowel habit, you have to go and see your gastroenterologist. To be quite honest, we'd much rather tell you there's nothing wrong, it's just a dietary thing, than tell you, I'm sorry, it's too late. Don't downplay your symptoms. Hey, have you heard the movie Constipation? No? Well, it's not out yet. Constipation. No, I can't say you're full of